Okay.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the first of our many webinars, we hope. So from a South African perspective, we have taken on this opportunity to present the South African student with further support from an ACCA perspective. Maybe first let me start with introducing myself. So I am Prudence Mothupi. I'm the Education Relationships Lead in Southern Africa. Our goal is to provide you with adequate support as you prepare for your December examination, and it doesn't just stop here. I think we are also welcome to hear how you'd like for us to give you further support. Without further ado, I will introduce Geoffrey. Geoffrey is the Regional Head of Learning and Development in Africa. He is responsible for education and solutions and providing adequate support for student progression. So we brought Geoffrey on to essentially assist, with these webinars to ultimately, like I said, to provide you with support. And today he will be leading this webinar on the usage of the Student Accountant App, as well as using the Study Hub and Study Hub Plus to its maximum, so you can get adequate benefit. Geoffrey, over to you.
Thank you very much, Prudence, for the introduction, and a very good afternoon to you, all our future members. So we have these sessions that we will be running to support you as you prepare towards your ACCA exams. So these sessions will run bi-weekly. After every 2 weeks, we will have practical demonstration sessions where we will demonstrating very, very useful resources that will help you to prepare for your ACCA exams. So today marks the first one. After 2 weeks, we will have another one. And I will share with you the calendar just for a start on how they will be, how the sessions will be running, and then we will go straight into the demonstration. So I'm sharing right now the calendar just to give you a feel. This is how the schedules will look like. Every 2 weeks from today. So today is our first session, and we are going to cover the Study Hub, the Student Accountant, and the Study Hub Plus. That's what we are covering today. Then the next one will be week 3 on the 3rd of October. We will cover the practice platform. Then in week 5, on the 17th of October, we'll cover the results. After the results will have come out because that's the week of results. So we will cover, we will have some exam entry initiatives, and also we'll talk about my exam performance. Week 7, we will cover examiner's report. Week 9, we'll talk about the mocks and the mock debrief videos. And then week 10, we will have exam techniques. So I encourage you to be on the lookout for these invitations. Register as soon as you can, and then take maximum advantage of these opportunities. This is in response to a request from students. The last time we did a session where we did a focus group to understand why many of the students in South Africa are not engaging with the resources effectively as they should. And the feedback was that most of the time, the students do not know how to. So they find it overwhelming because they do not know exactly which resources to use at what point and how to go about it. So now we are embarking on the journey to share with you how to. So when we come to these sessions, there will be less of slides. It will be more of you doing as I am doing. So it will be practical demo sessions. Then there will be questions, and then we will wrap up the session. They'll be focused normally over lunch hour between 1 to 2. Okay, so we start with the first one. The first resource I want to share is the Student Accountant App. So I urge you to take your phone and go to the Play Store or the App Store or Google Play Store, depending on whether you have Android or iPhone. Go to your App Store and then search for a student accountant, ACCA Student Accountant. You type ACCA Student Accountant. And then just open that app. So enable your bundles, go to your phone, and type ACCA Student Accountant, and then click install or open. It's free of charge. It's a very, very, very important app. This app has everything that you will need to know as a student. This is where we will keep you informed. So I just want you to indicate to us, maybe on the chat, have you managed? Can you see the app? Can you see the app? Can just put on the chat there something. If you're able to see the app, can you just say yes or no? Yeah, just put on the chat. And thanks, Solani. You've given me a signal there, thumbs up. That's good. Yeah, so these sessions again are to be very interactive so that we can talk. So you can know I say, thanks, memory. In the field, thank you so much for that. Yes, Edith, very good. Just downloaded. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Yeah, so download the app. Once you download that app, I install it. Once you install it, go to down there on the bottom. If you're using an iPhone, for example, at the bottom there's home. And then when there's on the home page, you will see the various items listed there. Then on the second tab is videos. You will see the various videos normally we upload there. Like currently the one that is on top is regarding the future ACCA qualification that we just launched recently. So you will see that later on. You can listen to some of those videos. Then the third tab, I want to draw your attention to the third tab. That is like the most important of them on the third tab. The third tab talks about the various exams. Okay, if you click my exam, then up there, when you skip down, there is my exam. And then up there, you'll see the various papers. So you can choose the tab of the paper that you're doing. Can you see that tab? Have you selected the paper? Can someone just type any paper that you have clicked on, just for me to know that at least someone has managed to click and is seeing what I'm talking about? Just AFM, very good memory. Yeah, so if you click the AFM, you will see all the resources, advancing beyond AFM, the AFM syllabus, the introduction to AFM, including the examiner's approach and the technical articles. Mind you, you can also download them, you can bookmark them. So you see, this is very good. Yeah, thank you, Solani, AAA, Muthatha SBL, and Okulo APM. So then, so that my exam is very important because then you always go back to home. Home on the home screen, you will see the number one there was this week, December exam resources to help you. You click that, okay? You see that, December exam resources to help you. And then the first one is listen to the essay app. So later on, you can listen to that, okay? Then there are also this week, you can see number 2, we put the cracking culture question at the job interview. So, and then number 3 is kickstart your exam practice. There's a masterclass there. Okay, so you can see there's a masterclass on how to do that, which is a webinar that we gave this week, future proofing your career. So this app is so important. At some point, we will send you a push notification to ask you, have you managed to book, which paper have you booked for? Which exam have you booked? And then you tell us which one you have booked. So if you have booked for December, if you have booked SBR, then every time a new resource for SBR is out, you'll always get a push notification through this, and that will trigger you and help you a lot. So this app is very, very important. Yeah, so can I see in the chat if there's anyone who has been unable to see? Just type no. If you have not been able to see the app, can you just type no? If you've searched but you can't find, okay. ACCA Student Accountant is the name. Very good. So it seems that has gone well. Everyone has managed to download the Student Accountant app. So that's something good. At least I'm giving you that as a go away. You go when you leave the app and the meeting. At least today I've given you something. This is my free giveaway to you. It's a gift, precious gift that I've given you absolutely free. So please enjoy it. Enjoy the articles that will be there. They'll really enrich your career and your knowledge. They are very nice articles that we publish there on a weekly basis. Read them, enjoy using that app, and specifically keep going to your tab for the paper you are sitting. And many of you, the December exams deadline has not yet been booked already. So when that time comes, you will book that and then tell the app the exam you have booked. Perfect. The second resource that we want to practically share now is Study Hub. Okay. So Study Hub, I urge you to log into your My ACCA. So what you do, you go into My ACCA. So just go My ACCA .accaglobal.com. So you share, let me just share that with you. You go to myacca.accaglobal.com. Okay. myacca.accaglobal.com. And then I want you to put your username and password there. Okay. Put in your username and password on My ACCA. Okay, so I'll just do that on my site. Okay, so as you're doing that on your site, so My ACCA is the place you will always go. It's a place you should visit very, very often. Very often you visit My ACCA because that's where you will find a lot of your resources are always on My ACCA. Okay. So you go to your My ACCA. Okay. And you sign in. Okay. So I have got a site for demonstration. So I've logged into My ACCA. And then once you log into your My ACCA, go to go to my qualification, and then there'll be a drop down here. In this drop down, click on ACCA Study Hub. Click on ACCA Study Hub. ACCA Study Hub. Can I see a sign? Can you type in the chat if you've managed? I just want to see in the chat if there are people who have managed to do that. Have you managed to log into Study Hub? Anyone struggling? Can I see by, just type yes. Yes, Solani, thank you very much. Managed. Banga, yes. Yes. Okay, good. Very good. Is it your first time? By the way, I would be delighted also to know if there's someone logging in there for the first time, so that I tell you something. Is it first time? Just type there first time. First time. I want to see some of you could be first time, some of you would be coming back after first time. Very good, Mothata. So very good. Yes, I'm happy to hear that at least you have not done it before, but now you're doing it. You see, now that's really progress. Those of you who are doing it and have not done it before, it's very good. Now, this study hub, and once you go to my ACCA, and you click my qualification study hub, you come here, and then now you will go to in the Not Started tab. You will find all the subjects. This content that covers the entire ACCA syllabus for all your exams. And this is content, it is both the study text that covers the whole syllabus and revision kit that covers all the questions for your exam, the exam that you are going to do, for all the exams actually listed here, from foundations all the way to strategic professional level. Okay. Once the list is out, once this list is out, I want you to go in and choose your paper. So you'll find, like, for example, suppose I want to enroll for audit and assurance. I'll come here and click study. Okay. Then it will open to you. Next time when you come, you will now find it on the dashboard. So it will open for you. Try to open the paper that you are taking. And then you will see that on the Study Hub platform, you see all the chapters for the entire course. These chapters, you go through them while you're studying. So as you're studying every chapter, you'll just be reading. Okay, you read. Once you've read this page, you just navigate, you go next. Okay. If you find something you're not understanding very well, you can bookmark it by telling it, I didn't understand this. Then you can come to it later on, because you can always see the ones how you have bookmarked. At the end of every chapter, at the end of every chapter, you will find a quiz. Okay, so you go all the way. At the end, there's a summary, like this one. There's a summary of what you've covered. And then there's a chapter quiz there. You click chapter quiz, you start the quiz. These quizzes, they just ensure that you are understanding the topic areas. Okay, so they are quiz. So you can see this one I have done. I've scored 20%, but I wasn't concentrating much. You can then review. You can review how the right answer was and the reasoning for the right answer. Then when you finish that, you will go to chapter 2. Mind you, your quizzes, you can come directly here. If you just want to go to the quiz, you can see the ones you've done. You see already I finished this one. When I do for chapter 2, it will always, so you can always see how you're progressing for all the chapters. Okay. At the end of the chapters, the quiz, there are quizzes, but for you to do proper practice, you need to do proper full type questions, not just quizzes. So you come to practice, the tab here on the left, you click on practice. And then you go to practice. When you're practicing during the study phase, you use the study questions down here. When you are studying during the revision phase, you use the revision questions. Often the typically for many learning partners, revision period starts the last month to the exam. You see, like right now we have 3 months, 12 weeks. So the first 8 weeks should be focused on studying. So you do and use these study questions. And you see, if you open each of them, you'll find a full typical exam, how the exam normally would be like. Then you plan your answer, you do it. And then once you type here, you say confirm, and then it gives you the right solution of how it should have been. So this is visible better. You see, you click just continue, go back. Now, once you're done with that, the question, and when it is revision phase, you go to the revision questions. Again, you will see the full kind of questions. Click start practicing. You see this a typical kind of a full exam question, and then you are able to do them. Okay, so that is it. Pay keen attention to questions. Do a lot of questions because ACCA being a professional exam, when you do the questions that are exam standard, these questions are from ACCA, so you can be sure you'll be practicing with the questions that have got the right level of difficulty. Later on, when you get time, like the confidence levels that you mark low, whenever you come here, you can see the areas where you mark low confidence and you can reread them. Okay. So flashcards is a summary, like a summary of it's you can always go either view them as a list, it just summarizes for you the key things within the key definitions within the syllabus. But most important are these practice questions and the syllabus, the chapters which you go through. So I want to pause there. Can I see a sign? Is it all good? Any question on the study hub? Maybe you can type something if you've got it. All good. Yeah, thanks, memory, very good. Yeah, I'm glad it's all good. You've got that. So use the study hub and share it with your student. Let them use the study hub as well, because it means, yeah. So why is there no tax for ATX for South Africa? Yeah, so that's work in progress, Nigel. So that is not there. It's the most common question I get, yeah, but that's something the variant exams is still being worked on. Okay. Okay. Any other question on the study hub? Okay, so now I want to show you something else. I want to show you one that is called Study Hub Plus. So now this has a plus. Okay, it's the one I have showed you now is the one you have just seen is called Study Hub. Now I want to tell you Study Hub Plus. So how many of you, is there any one of you here who has taken a course on the Study Hub Plus? And which course did you take on Study Hub Plus? Can you just type there if you've used Study Hub Plus before? Okay. Yes. Bongani used AFM. Very good. Very good. Yeah, that's good, Bongani. How was your experience, Bongani? Mbogani, maybe I can just unmute you and just hear, let's see, where is Mbogani? Prudence, are you able to unmute Mbogani? Just so we can,
Let me look for him, Geoffrey.
yeah, let's see if you see Mbogani. To enable his mic, just to hear a voice.
Mbogani, I have unmuted you. You're welcome to speak.
Yeah. Mbogani, are you in a position to speak?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes,
We can.
please. Yes, share with us how's your experience with Study Hub.
Good day, fellow colleagues. Study Hub Plus, it's a very good platform. You've got a very, very, very wonderful experts that are providing data subject matter expert. They are very good in terms of exam technique. It will be good if the other fellow student can utilize the platform. It's exceptional. Thank you.
Thanks, Mbongani. It's very kind of you, Geoffrey, to share your experience. So Study Hub Plus goes beyond Study Hub. So Study Hub just gives you the content, just gives you the text. But Study Hub Plus is actually it's a full class from ACCA itself, covers the entire course. So let me just play for you a video. Let me share with you a video that gives you a feel of how it looks like, and then I'll explain to you more after that. So right now, let me just share with you a video. I'll share with you a video, and I think, sorry, before, I think I need to enable sound. Yes, let me include sound. How it looks like. Let me minimize this so that I can show you the video of the Study Hub Plus. It's right here. Okay. Okay, so include sound.
This is your course study plan.
Okay, so this is the exact Study Hub Plus, how it looks like. When you register, just listen to how it's explained here.
This is your course study plan. And as you can see, the course is broken down into this introduction section, and then 7 learning weeks and 5 revision weeks. Week 1 opens for you on day 1 of the course, and then the remaining weeks open as you progress through the program. Each week has a number of resources and tasks for you to complete. The tasks and their order vary slightly across the different courses, and for this example, we're looking at Advanced Audit and Assurance. Let's now look at the introduction section and a typical learning week in more detail. The introduction section contains a welcome video from your expert course tutor. Here it's Ben Wilson. And of course, it's also where this video itself is located. You start each week with a focus video, which uses focus notes to help guide you through key learning concepts that are covered in the week. In AAA, there's a weekly news story that links the technical areas you're covering to the real world. There's a weekly quiz, exam technique guidance, a demonstration question, a self-review question with marking exercises, as well as the most important task of the week, your homework question. So let's look at just some of these tasks in more detail. Here is where you can access the weekly focus video and focus notes. You can download the notes and print them out, or you could keep it as an electronic version and type into them directly. as well as covering key technical knowledge, they give you space to reflect on all of the other tasks you will complete over the week. This is an example of the exam technique videos you'll be able to watch. And here we can see a demonstration question walkthrough video that will either use questions from the Study Hub question bank or from the practice platform. Your expert tutor will guide you through how to create a good pass answer. You may have a weekly self-review question that could have a marking exercise as part of the answer guidance. Some of these questions actually link directly to the relevant exam in the ACCA practice platform. And most importantly, you also have a homework question to submit for marking each week via the practice platform. We have our own version of the practice platform with full instructions on how to access both your homework questions and your marked answers. And of course, as well as the Study Hub Plus program, you can continue to access all of the Study Hub chapters, quizzes, flashcards, and practice questions in the Study Hub itself.
Okay. The Study Hub Plus looks like. So it's a full tuition course. It's available for AAA, Advanced Audit and Assurance, for advanced financial management, like Mbogani did. There is an SBR, Strategic Business Reporting, receipt course. And then there is SBL, Strategic Business Leader. Now, for those of you who are going to do AAA and AFM, the intake for December is already closed because the classes begin immediately after the exam. Immediately, the last 1 week for exams, the following week, the classes begin for the next session. The classes are over 12-week period for each sessions for March, June, September, and December. So if you want to register, it's still open for SBR, the receipt course. The SBR one is a receipt course. SBL is a full course, and you can book onto those. Now, some of you are already with tuition partners, so you can use that to complement. Some of you have no tuition partners, are self-studying. This is the best option for you. Some of you, if you are struggling with accessing high quality tuition, this is where one that could help you. Now, in terms of the practical, remember this is a practical demo session. I want you to visit the site where you can find information about Study Hub Plus. So what you do, go to, I'm sharing my screen, just go to acccaglobal.com, type acccaglobal.com, and then put a slash Study Hub Plus in full, and then enter acccaglobal.com, and then a / and then Study Hub Plus. Then it will load for you this site. There's this site for Study Hub Plus. Then you will find information, all the information about the various papers. So you can see the paper you're interested in. If you go to SBL, it will tell you there. They're open for intake. The cost is £75. You can see the class will begin on Monday, 13th of October. The registrations are closing on 10th of October. So, and these are the tutors who have built it. The one for AAA and AFM normally costs £100, but there's a fee rebate. They return to you £50 if you meet the various course milestones that are given there. Okay. The courses, the homework is marked weekly, details given. It's very exam focused. I used it myself when I did AAA. I studied Hub Plus, so I can tell you it's really, really rich content delivered there by Ben Wilson. And the fact that you have weekly homework that is marked and detailed feedback given back to you is very, very, very good. So always be on the lookout, just ensuring that you are registering at the right time if you are going to use the Study Hub Plus. So let me pause there and take any questions regarding that. So please feel free. This is your chance now to ask me any question regarding the practical demonstrations. Today's session, we are focusing on 3 things. The idea is not to focus on too many things so that you get overwhelmed. The idea is to be very focused. Now, we are talking about Study Hub and Study Hub Plus because we are beginning the tuition phase. So beginning the tuition phase, so we are just focusing on what should you focus on right now. Then as we progress on, so we have a study phase, tuition phase. So we've talked about Study Hub Plus, and Student Accountant. Please, I welcome any questions. Just raise your hand. We will just unmute you, or you can put it in the chat also. But if you raise your hand, will be great. So I will unmute you, and then you can talk. Okay, so everything seems to be clear. Any question? Okay, Alusani, may you please repeat for Study Hub Plus, how much does it cost? So Alusani, I want you to visit that page. Just visit, so because in the spirit of practical demonstration, just go to accaglobal.com, like right now. accaglobal.com, just as I'm doing it there, and then you put this / and then you type there Study Hub Plus. Okay, then you enter, then choose the course. Okay, if it's AAA, for example, you will see the cost down there. There's a section for cost. You'll see it's 100 GBP, and then £50 is accredited back to you. The December cohort is closed. They will now open later on for June, 2024. That will be the next. If you go to the various, each of them, they'll tell you SBR receipt is a receipt one. We urge any of you who is receipting to always, because most of the time when you're receipting, even if you're with a learning partner, most of the time students go back, they read on their own for receipts, but this is being developed. And you can see one of the tutor experts there is from South Africa, the Trevor, and Tom Clendon is the other one. So it's 50 GBP only, but it is open. Applications are now open. So those of you who are doing SBR can register them. So the costs are listed there on that site, and I encourage you to check it out. Okay. Alusani, I hope that answers you well. Okay. Very good. Any other question? Okay, so that's good. So now, when you're now going back, many of you are probably going back to work. When you're going back to work, you're going back with the Student Accountant app, which you have installed. Make it a point to use it, read it, often read it just like you'd go to your social media, and then this one you go to something that is even more enriching to you and your career. So spend time reading the Student Accountant, to use it, enable notifications there. And then all of you have also signed in to your My ACCA Today, and all of you here have signed in to the Study Hub when we did a practical demo, and all of you have accessed the paper that you intend to do. Now, the next thing is aim to book your exams for December, because the deadline for booking is coming, is fast approaching in October. So you want to ensure that by the time the deadline for booking is here, you will already have we will already have booked your exam. So keep an eye on that deadline, 27th of October, so that you book your exam before then, before 27th of October for December. But whilst you are whilst the booking is then, studying starts now. If you start studying in 27th of October when you book, you will have missed out the train. So you start studying now. Have your study plan, put in the hours, use these resources, and success will be yours. Mokabo has put a point there. It says, don't forget to please search and install ACCA Student Study Hub on your Play Store. Very good. Thanks, Mokabo, for that reminder. Yeah, so for ACCA, being a professional course, demands that you put in effort. So ensure that you're putting on your very, very best efforts. You have your study plan, you're putting in the hours, and working diligently. Being exam focused means you doing practice questions. Don't let a weekend pass before you do, a full exam question, possibly a full paper, and then you sit and then just work at it. If earlier on during the study phase, just doing a full question every week and marking it, debriefing it is very important. Then towards the revision phase, doing full paper every weekend. The last 4 weeks, you do a full mock, and you debrief it. When you have this approach, then you will succeed in your exams that are coming. Otherwise, from my side, I want to really wish you success in your studies. I look forward to engaging you in the next practical demo session that will come in another 2 weeks. But for now, I will give back to Prudence to just wrap up and close the session. I've seen Kelvin is saying, hi, sir, are you allowed to use scientific calculators for the online exam? Yes, you're allowed to use scientific calculators. You can come with your own, but also in the exam environment, in the software, the exam software, they also provide that, provide you with the calculator in the system, but always carry your own. It's more convenient when you use your own, calculator. You're allowed to use that. So in the next session, we'll talk about practice platform, and I'll show you how to access that calculator, Kelvin. Yeah. Thank you. Prudence, I give back to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Geoffrey. We appreciate it. Everyone that's on the call, we appreciate you making time. We understand this might be your lunch time, so we appreciate you joining the webinar. As we have said, these will be running every 2 weeks, so the next one is on the 4th of October. Geoffrey did present the plan right in the beginning. Please reach out to your friends, those who didn't make it. And yeah, we'll keep sending out those invites, and we expect to see more of you. And we would like to see a more interactive session. So more Q&As and comments coming through. We would appreciate that. But other than that, keep well. We'll see you on the next one.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.